Okay, I am live. Let me drink some of this iced coffee. And let me post to my Insta stories to get people to join. Okay, cool. I've done all I need to do to self-promote. Okay, let's see. What do I need to do? I feel like I'm very, very unprepared. The palette was supposed to. Fuck, I'm just not gonna talk well. Okay, the palette wasn't supposed to come until tomorrow, but here we are. Hi, friends. Yeah. So if you're here, well, also if you're not here, I'm still doing this. But if you're here, we are going to be playing with the new Musée Beauty Le Jardin palette. I am so excited. Hey, Alex. Hey, other Alex. Oh, I'm so glad I can keep you company at work. Yeah, I'm kind of taking this as like my lunch break a little bit so I can play with some makeup because I didn't want to like wait the amount of time it would take for me to like film, edit, upload a video for first impressions on this because I already have like a million videos in my queue to do. Hey, Feffy, how are ya? Yeah. So figured first impressions like live would be better. God, I just want to get rid of that glare. I'm just gonna keep resituating myself. Okay. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I'm so glad that my room, like my office, isn't a mess from like here up. Okay. I didn't knock over anything. No, nothing happened there. I am so sorry that you are having a day. Yeah, I figure this would be like a fun kind of chill time for folks because like today I woke up and firstly Goose tried to like wake me up at 3 a.m. by like chomping on my feet. So that wasn't fun. And then I also like woke up with a lot of leg pain and I'm like 80% certain I have shin splints because like I decided to go for a nice walk yesterday because the weather was nice and I was like, oh, this will be like a nice low impact movement sort of situation that totally won't cause me pain the next day at all. And my body was like, you thought that, bitch. So I figure any content that I can create while sitting down is going to be a good time. Hey, Eeyore. Yay. Okay, so I think we have folks here. So here's the palette. I'm going to show that off a little bit. It is so fucking pretty. Like already the photos online were beautiful, which is what convinced me to buy this in the first place. But I adore this packaging. Ugh. It's beautiful. Musée Beauty was on my list of brands to try in 2021. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I gotta jump at this. And my mom has also kind of been lusting after this brand because she's also like a huge art person. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. I feel like it's even more vibrant in person than how it looked in the pictures online, which is really, really great. Excuse me, I'm trying to drink some iced coffee to like hype myself up a little bit. But I feel like it's even more vibrant in person, which is nice because I'm not like the biggest pastel on my eyes type of person. So a palette like this, I was like kind of unsure as to whether or not it would actually like look good on me, be something I would use. But since the pastels ish are a lot more vibrant, I'm very much like, oh, okay, this is something I could use. Okay, so hey, Christine. I'm so glad so many folks are here. This is Trader Joe's cold brew with their hazelnut creamer. I wish it was a little bit sweeter, but that's because I have a sugar problem. Yeah. I didn't realize it was limited edition. I thought that just like the pre-orders were. And by the way, the pre-orders, that went so well. I normally expect like a pre-order to mean that it's going to ship out in a couple of weeks. But I ordered it on the pre-order on Friday, and it came at like 10:30 this morning, and it's a Tuesday. So their shipping was amazing. Yeah, don't buy it just because it's limited edition. But if you are interested in it and you think that you will enjoy it and it just so happens to be a limited edition, that's kind of my logic, is just because something's limited edition doesn't mean you have to buy it because of that. But also, you know, half of the shit that I have in my makeup collection that I use the most are all limited edition stuff. I think it's also because like most mainstream makeup companies don't actually want to cater to the colorful bitches like us. So anything really colorful that they put out usually ends up not sticking around for the longest, but that's okay. Okay, do we want to like begin with some swatches? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. All of these are names of like different plants in a garden. This is based off of Monet's Garden painting, as you would see like from the front. They also have a cute little Van Gogh palette, or Van Gogh, that if this goes well, I have heard that that one is going on a little bit of a hiatus, but like maybe when it comes back I might get it. Anyway, because I need to take a break from buying palettes, because I also this morning I just pre-ordered the Midas and Drench Genesis palette, along with finally buying one of the Dusk to Dawn face palettes from Midas, so I need to chill out. But yeah, how about we do some swatches? I think I'll just do like row by row, because like I know I could do it like kind of by color. But I feel like it would be even more interesting to kind of see the color combinations yeah. I'm also pretty interested in the Impressionism palette, but I feel like I would want to see that in person, you know? So, because I feel like that could also kind of lean into the potentially a little too pastel-y for me and not quite as vibrant as I would want it to be. I don't know. We'll see. Let me swatch this topper. So we have Dahlia, which it actually, if you look at it in the pan, it does have like a little bit of micro glitter, but it is a matte shade. And then Peony, which looks really, really pretty, like this frosty pink. And then Lavender, which is a lavender shade. Okay, so here's what it looks like on my fingers. This looks super, super pretty. They're nice and pigmented. They all feel very, very smooth. Yeah. So we'll just swatch it on my arm. No primer, no nothing on there. So that is what that looks like. The first shade is a little bit pale, but I don't think that that is bad at all. I think that's going to be, yeah, I think it feels like it would be easily buildable over top of each other. Yeah. I agree. I've seen Irene's stuff with the Impressionism palette. That's part of the influence. I've seen so many people just love that palette. Yeah. So then we have Begonia, Sorrel, and Violet. These shadows are very, very like smooth and soft. And that's what those look like on the fingers. Oh, I love that. I love Begonia. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shade. Oh, I feel like I own a lot of orange eyeshadows, but not one that quite works like this, you know? I feel like it's very unique. Yeah. Okay, let me take another sip of that coffee before we do the bottom row. Okay. So on the bottom row, we have Carnation, basil, and aster. And that's what those look like. I feel like this color story is so beautifully curated. Oh, those are lovely. And I love too how like they have the reddy corally shades along with some very beautiful greens, but they're not like Christmassy. And I also love the purple shades and that, like, especially that lavender shade. Oh, I haven't found I love purple eyeshadow. I haven't found a lot of lavenders that I find myself really, really drawn to, but I feel like that one kind of does it for me. So I'm trying to figure out what sort of look I want to do. I think I'm not going to try and use all of the shades on my eyes during this because I feel like that would be a little bit much. And I want like the look that I create with it to kind of like actually really reflect, you know, how like the quality of the palette and something artsy instead of me trying to like shove a whole bunch of shades on my eyes, you know? And besides, I know that I am going to end up filming a video with all of this. I've just had an influx of palettes coming my way because I have a problem. So I will get around to like filming like a 3 looks with this. So I know whatever shades I don't end up using right now, I will end up using. So I think I'm going to go with like the purples, like the purple mattes in my crease. Then maybe like play with begonia and peony on the lid and do something with like the greens on like the lower lash line in the inner corner. Because I feel like basil is probably the closest that they have in there to like sort of an inner corner highlight, which is perfectly fine with me. I own many light shadow shades, so that does not bother me whatsoever. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my NYX HD eyeshadow primer. I don't know if I want to do this as like a cut crease or just like something kind of soft and ethereal, because I feel like it could look really cool as a cut crease, but also kind of the vibe of Musée Beauty is very like soft, you know, like painterly, especially with like this entire line that they have going of like the soft colors, you know what I mean? Yeah. I could see doing a yellow matte instead of one of the purples. But I personally like all of the purple eyeshadows I can get. So I'm going to begin with the shade Lavender up here. And I'm just going to use my Melt in Beetlejuice blending brush. And that's going to be my transition shade. That is very beautifully pigmented. I'm going to try and see like how much I can really build this up in my crease. I can see maybe switching out like Aster for a yellow, because I feel like this one, the lavender shade, kind of fits it a little bit more. But I also know like they have a yellow or two in their Van Gogh palette, so I wonder if it was like, okay, they want to do something very, very different from that. Oh. I think this purple like works really, really well. I wish my webcam wasn't so shitty. But yeah, this is working very, very nicely. That's so lovely. I'm trying not to like cover up my face with the mirror, but I'm trying to make sure that like I can actually see the mirror, so that way, you know, I'm not relying on my shitty camera quality in order to do this. There was like a little bit of kick up. Honestly, all animals deserve more attention. You know, it's all good. Give your doggos attention for me, please. I'm going to deepen that up with Aster, that being said. And I'm using the Elfin Kissa J4 brush, which is such like a nice little precise brush. So I'm kind of working that into the outer V and into my crease that way, especially since I'm going to kind of work in some of the reddy pinks all over my lid. I think that this will transition that in pretty nicely. Yes, if an animal demands attention, you gotta stop everything. Agreed. Okay, I feel like I don't know how much you can see that. There's like a little bit of patchiness up here, but I think that's also because that's where I plucked my brows last night. So I'm just going to pack a little bit more lavender on top of there and hopefully that'll cover it. But these two purples blend really beautifully together. I think that works great. So that's just going to be where my brow got plucked, and we're not going to talk about it. I think I'm just going to do like the begonia and peony on my lid. I don't think I'm going to do a cut crease with this. I just want to see like how they go on, you know? So I'm going to begin with begonia, and I'll place that more towards the center. Oh, yes, that looks lovely. I'm definitely going to have to do some blending towards the outer corner, but I think that is such a beautiful shade. Holy shit. Okay. I love that. I love that so much. And I feel like if peony kind of performs the same, then the two are going to blend super well together. So I'm just going to use the other side of that brush and use peony towards the inner portion of my eyes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's lovely. And I'm kind of just blending that over top of the begonia shade just to like make sure that, you know, it's all nice and blended. And then I'm just going to go back with more of Aster on the outer corner, which I'm assuming that's a plant, but it just makes me think of like Ari Aster, aka like the guy who did Midsummer. And yeah, so I guess that this kind of, you know, in terms of the colors, this is kind of a very midsummery palette. If you add just like a very vibrant yellow in there and like a matte white, this could be very midsummery. If we're gonna get spooky, you know. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this top part is looking really nice. I'm gonna like blend out this part just a little bit because I feel like it got very precise on one eye and very like not on the other. Yeah. And yes, with the flower crown. Hot girl midsummer, you know? Let's see. Now I'm trying to find a brush for my lower lash line that would work really well because I want to use that vibrant matte green. There is definitely fallout in this palette. But like not as much as like I would say like ABH subculture or like melt palettes or something. But there's definitely like a little bit that since there's like just enough contrasting colors, I would say like, you know, try and get it pretty consistently before like you close it up so that way the shades don't mix together. I'm going to use Sorrel here, or Sorrel. I don't know if it's that. Anyway, I'm using this brush from the from the e.l.f. Mint Melt collection. And I'm just going to, oh, that already goes on the brush so well. That's gonna go along the lower lash line. Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, Rick, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Hi, friend. I'm so glad you're here. Rick and I know each other IRL. We are very good friends, and we haven't seen each other in a long time. So that's lovely. Hi. One of my like weird joys in life is like when people who I am friends with IRL comment on like my YouTube stuff. It makes me very happy. Hey, so many people here. Yay, this is so nice. Hey, Kat. Yeah. So we're just playing with a palette. Here's the swatches for those who were not here for the beginning of that. This is so fucking springy. I'm loving this. Okay. I'm trying to like not go full on emo and like, you know, smoke it all the way down here because I feel like that doesn't, you know, stay with the vibe, but that's kind of how I'm used to it. Hey, babe. My partner Case is also on here. Hell yeah. From the room right next to me. Woo. And I just almost knocked my desk over. Love that for me. Okay, this is really pretty. I'm loving this. I feel like a little painting, which I think is what like the I feel like that's what the brand kind of does. And yeah, I don't know, babe, my desk is like a little bit wobbly. Like I don't think it's gonna fall over or anything, but sometimes I'll like bump up against it, and I don't know. I think it's because we moved it like a lot over the last year. That's okay. Where is? I need to like figure out a way to keep better track of my brushes. Because like I know that I have a good inner corner highlight. Yes. I am. Yes. I'm so glad that you bought it. You're gonna love it. Yes. Get both of those. You have to tell me how good Impressionism is, okay? Okay, why the hell can't I find my inner corner highlight brush? Yes. Spring fucking fever. You know, I feel like, you know, after we've been stuck inside for a year, you're allowed. You know. Thank you, babe. Let me see. I genuinely can't find my inner corner highlight brush. You know, I think spring and sprong work, like both of them. Spring has fucking sprong, you know? Sprong is just the past tense of spring. Yeah. Seriously, what do I do when I can't find my inner corner highlight brush? I'm going to substitute. Yes. I'm going to use Basil as my inner corner highlight because I feel like that's the lightest shade in this palette. Oh, yes. This is so lovely. And I've recently refound one of my ColourPop cream gel liners. I don't know what shade this is other than it's green, you know? But I think that that would make a good lower lash line, waterline type situation because I feel like that'll go really, really well. Yes! We should! Because, you know, it's also like going to be tourist season. You know, we can do a spring Taurus Alex thing with our Musee Beauty palettes live stream, you know. And it fell all the way back down. Okay, that broke somehow. Oh, did any of y'all see that like fall out of my pencil? Because anyway it fell out of my pencil, it is on my floor, so we're not going to use that as my waterline pencil. I feel like that's like the one product from ColourPop that I actually like, but their components are like not it. Yeah. So yes, we will. The namesake April Taurus gathering. Yes. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes because apparently like ColourPop doesn't want me to be great. And have that. And have a green waterline pencil. I wish Melt would come out with some more like bright shades because they have some beautiful grungy shades in their like gel liners, which I normally go for because I love their formula, and you know I generally love me a good grungy shade. But now that I'm kind of like, you know, wanting to expand beyond some of those shades, you know, I want a little more. Now I need to find my mascara because I, for some reason, can't keep anything organized. Ah, there it is. It's behind my laptop. ColourPop does not want anyone to be great. Yeah, and we should be going shopping big. But that's because you and I are both very indulgent people who are always like, yes, treat yourself. Which there's nothing wrong with that. But we definitely enable each other. I should probably replace this mascara soon. I think that Melt is bringing it back permanently, just in like not Beetlejuice packaging, which I think is good. I feel like this might be on like the tail end of how long, you know, how long I should be using mascara. Okay, so I think that is lovely. We do inspire. It's not enabling, it's inspirational. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. So I know that like if that's all you're here for, this palette is fantastic. It is beautiful. And yes, we do inspire because Case inspired me to get this because I was like, hey, is this pretty and something I would wear, or pretty but like for someone else? And their only response was, get it. So yeah. So this is really pretty. I'm excited to do like a full 3 looks with this. I love how this look turned out. I feel like I've heard so many people say that this is like one of the best eyeshadow formulas they've ever tried, and now I understand it. Yeah, I shouldn't have waited this long. Well, I feel like this is like the most unique color story out of all of them because I was interested in the Van Gogh one. I still am, but I also know that that one is very like grungy earth tony, and since it's kind of my general vibe anyway, I know that I have that like in a lot of other, you know, palettes. So I didn't get that one, but this, it's beautiful. And it came with a sticker. It's now on my laptop. And any brands out there that want to know like how to instantly make me like your brand even more, if you send a sticker in it, it automatically earns you an extra star. Because I'm actually 7 years old and stickers just make me infinitely happier. That's just how things work around here. Ooh, also I want to see because my mom messaged me because I had sent her pictures of this palette this morning. Okay, mom loves the palette. I'm gonna send her, actually, let me go ahead and send her a picture of this look. I don't know if she's gonna still be online. But yep. Just did this look with a palette on a live stream. Okay. Yep. I almost bought an Animal Crossing sticker book recently because we made an order from like the Urban Outfitters clearance section for some home decor stuff. And that was there, but I figured I was already like getting us a tabletop mini golf set for super cheap that I was like, okay, I don't want to buy a whole bunch of like excessive stuff. Still need to, babe, tonight can we like after dinner play the tabletop mini golf set, because I feel like it needs to happen. So yeah, and besides I do have like some Animal Crossing stickers. I'm just doing my face at this point. But I do have some like Animal Crossing stickers already that I've gotten from like Etsy or Redbubble. But I kind of wanted a sticker book. Oh, I love you, babe. Hey, Kalina. I have, let's see, the main one I have is Alice, who is my favorite character in Animal Crossing. She's my favorite villager. So I have her on the back of my laptop, and then I got a couple of like planner stickers from Etsy, like I said, that had like all the fruits. So I want to collect more character stickers, especially with Wisp, because I think Wisp and why can't I think of the dragon bug collector's name from New Horizons? Flick. Wisp and Flick are like, yeah. So I'm kind of just doing the rest of my face. Let's see, let's do some bronzer. I would contour, but I feel like this sort of look is more like chill, no contouring, because it's very like soft, you know? I feel like also if I wore lashes, this could go really nicely with like some fluttery, you know, like very soft, wispy lashes. I swear to God, 2021 is going to be the year where I actually learn how to like apply false lashes confidently, you know? I also, let's see, I know I have the perfect blush combination for this. I just need to see where I put them. They're back here. Hello, my boobs are on camera. I would say that would get me demonetized, but I'm not cool enough to be monetized yet, according to YouTube. So. Okay, Mom says she particularly likes the violet on my eyes, so yeah. Okay, so the blush combination, I'm mentioning this in my favorites video that I'm working on uploading right now, but since our internet is very slow, it's going to take like 5 ever to come here. This blush combination has done me so much good. It is the Lime Crime Software blush in Flash Drive with the Milani Baked blush in Berry Amore. Just like a really, really pretty soft pink combination. Also, I love this packaging. But I feel like this like shade combination would look really great with this look. So I just apply the Lime Crime blush with my fingers, which it kind of smells like buttercream frosting a little bit. I need about 400 watch hours. So I know it's like coming soon, and I have a whole bunch of content that I've like filmed and I'm just working on editing and uploading. So I'm coming very, very close. I'm kind of giving myself like a little push over the next couple weeks to like get out as much of like stuff that I have the energy to, you know, which is surprisingly a lot. Like as of yesterday, I have all of this week's videos filmed and I just need to edit one more. And then before I do my blush, I'm just going to use my regular highlighter, which is the Model's Own Baked Highlighter. Because I feel like, once again, if you like soft sort of like face makeup, this one, this highlighter works really nicely because it's just like, it doesn't come across as like a stripe on your face. It's just like nice and glowy. So yeah, I mean, if y'all want to help me get monetized, that would be super nice. I'm feeling so close. And I'm just going to apply that blush to help blend everything out. Thank you. I'm excited. That's my goal, is to get monetized before my birthday. Monetized before April 22nd. Monetized before I turn 25. Yeah. Okay. So what product do I want to use? Oh yeah, the Drench Cosmetics Space Glaze. I think that'll like go with the colors I used on my lid really well. Thank you all so much. I feel really supported. Yeah. Mm. This is such a nice color. I feel like it's one of those sort of um, lip colors where you can like, at least for my lip color and skin color, I could just like apply it without even really looking and it would go on really nicely. Let me also firstly attack my computer and secondly spritz my face with some setting spray. Okay. So I'm done with my face. I know that I have a tendency to like do my makeup really fast. I don't like every time I think I'm going to do like a complicated look, and I do a complicated look, but it still takes me like the same amount of time as it does to like do a lot of like most other forms of makeup. So I don't know. Does anyone else do that? Like, where no matter what they do to their face, it just like takes the same amount of time? Oh my. Also, Case, I can definitely hear. Case is in the bedroom, which is right next to here, and I can hear the other end of the live stream kind of going on in like the slight delay. It doesn't bother me, and I know that since we're towards the end of it, it's not going to bother me that much. But I was like, wait a minute, that's my voice. um, but yeah, I'm so. Oh, don't apologize. I find it funny. Um, it's like there's two of me in this house, which is kind of terrifying. Not for me though. Thank you, love. Um, yeah, overall, I'm so happy that Case talked me into buying this. Hey, Thorn. We're actually kind of just like wrapping up. But my internet's sluggish, just like in general. But yeah, so here's once again, here are these swatches that I have going on. I'm very happy with it. I feel like the swatches, yeah, they look kind of pale, but they're definitely buildable to have fun at work. um, and I know that sounds sarcastic for me to say, but genuinely, I want you to have a good time. Uh, but yeah, I think yeah, the palette design is beautiful. I love this packaging. I have like a little box from it too, and I have like some makeup packaging that I've kind of saved from different collections that like I use washi tape to hang some stuff up on the wall behind my desk, but honestly, I think since that is like peeling at the ends, I'm just gonna get some cork board and just like pin it up. Like I feel like that would just be the better solution. Um, but like I feel like if I just like cut this square out, then I think that would go nicely with like a little piece from, I've like part of my packaging from the Kaleidos Lunar Lavender palette that says makeup on the bright side back there. I have a couple of cards that I saved from the Melton Beetlejuice collection. And yeah, I just try and like save packaging that I find really pretty and kind of intersperse it with my other art. Because I feel really bad like throwing away packaging, especially when it looks this nice. So if I just cut it into a square, then that's easy to store when I have to like move shit around. And it doubles as like having some nice art on my wall. So overall, like this palette is $28 and they had like a 15% off pre-order sale this weekend. And I know I'm pretty certain like Butte Bean has a coupon code with the brand that I think gets you like 10%. So I think it's like not on sale anymore, but if you want to get it, there's still like coupon codes out there that are gonna like help you save some money. Because honestly, I try and never buy anything full price. So yeah, and I'm just so impressed with that color story. It just manages to be, you know, so beautiful and so vibrant, but also like kind of pastel-y, but not, you know, like a pastel that I can get behind because I don't care that much for a lot of pastels on myself, but like this one and like the Sugar Pill Fun Size palette are about like my level of pastels, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's kind of it. I feel like I had anticipated being up for like longer. But I don't know, these things always end so much quicker than I anticipate. Oh, it also did come with this little Impressionism booklet too. That like kind of talks about like the Impressionist movement, which is really cool. Because like my knowledge of art is mostly like looking at things and being like, ooh, it's pretty. So this kind of gets into the like art history aspect of everything too. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, no. I think this turned out really nice. And I don't have like that much else to say. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. This was really fun. I know it's like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, so that isn't exactly the most convenient time, but like I work from home and I was up pretty early this morning anyway. I was working on some stuff for work. Because I figured, well, if the cats are going to walk on me until I wake up, might as well take advantage of that. So yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to hope that this caffeine kicks in soon, or else I'm going to take a nap. Yeah, thank you so much for joining my live. I think my next live, I'm going to, my Misfits Market box is coming this Sunday. So I know the past couple of times I've done that, I've like wanted to do like a live unboxing, and I feel like those are fun. So I think I'm going to do that again this Sunday at like 3 or 4 o'clock ish. Thank you all so much for coming. I have a whole bunch of content coming up as well, so y'all won't be starved for anything from me at least. Thank you all so much. I just keep saying that over and over, so I'm gonna send y'all off here. Bye.